So tonight I'm in standard tuning, and I just want to, this is going to be more of a just sharing ideas. I'm going to break things down to a point, but I really don't have the time, and I'm not in the mood to go into minute detail. So I don't think it's going to be a complete beginner lesson. It's not really going to be much of a lesson at all, just like I said, sharing ideas. I'm in the key of C, and my pinky is very weak because I don't have a slide on it. Usually I have a slide on it, so I don't use it a lot, but I'm going to work on it tonight. So what I'm going to be playing is a little ditty in C. Basics of it, and you can go around and around with it and mix it up and whatever. And all I'm doing is I'm playing an alternating bass, and I'm taking my middle finger and going. So when I'm picking, I'm doing my alternating bass on these two strings, the 5th and 4th, and then my index finger is grabbing the third string, and I'm going. And this finger is grabbing the middle, so I'm not hitting these two. Hitting these ones here. But with this finger. So I'm going. Then I'm just going to a G, and the reason I grab my G like this grab my G like this is because it gives me access to whatever notes are here and up here. So I hook my thumb for my G. So I'm going. Now you can go. Instead of going, I'm going up here. Here's an F. I'm going to my C, my long C. If I was here, it would be a 7. I'm going. Then to my F. I'm going. Then to C, G. Back to C, so I'm strumming that away. trying to break it down. So in each chord, there are all these notes you can play with. And when I'm going to the G, I'm going to a G7, which is like this. Okay? And then I'm using my pinky to go between these notes. Back to C. And then the F. Because I've been playing in open tuning for so long, and on the electric the last probably 6 months, my hand is so weak. So that time, right before I went into this, C, F, which is like a D shape but moved up to your 5th fret. Strum the C. Hit that. Strum your G. And you're banging on your G note. It really is hard to go from a strum back into a finger picking. From a finger picking to a strum back to finger picking. And for my F, all I'm doing is hitting these two. I'm not using my thumb here. Okay, I'm just doing the short F, the simple F, like you would do. So as a partial bar, and I'm using my pinky here. So, C, up to the next note, G7, back to C. Bunch of notes in the key of C. You could also do a blues, like that was more of a straight 8th feel. You could also do like a swing 8th on your E, on your C turnaround. So I went into the C and then, or you could do this G here. You could go, sometimes I'll use this G. Or you can do it like this. And you see all this stuff goes along with that. Up at your C pentatonic. So you've got those notes, you've got, go into your C, you've got your F, your G, which puts you back to your C. And just end it. You can end the other one up here too. So that's kind of a feel in the key of C. In the key of, I want to go to the key of A now. There's a song that I do in the key of A, which is a Mississippi John Hurt song. I don't play it like him. I wish I could. He plays it a lot faster, and I believe he does it. It's called Nobody's Dirty Business. I do it in the key of A. I think he does it in the key of C, but I can't remember. But I'm going to post the lyrics to that song down below. Okay. So now we're in the key of A, and we're going to be doing the alternating bass again. Okay. And that's the basics of how I do it, and then I play it all over. I go. I haven't played it in months, actually, as you can tell. Okay, and all I'm doing there is the I'm using an A7, and I'm hitting this note here, this at the second fret on the first string. Then going into a D7, staying on these bass notes, or you could put your thumb here. Into an E, 7, 6, and then 7. Back to A. And what I'm doing here is I'm going, keeping the alternating bass going. Then I'm moving my fingers to here, which is second string, third fret. Then leave the G string open. Then fourth fret, fourth string, and then up to here, which is fifth fret, ring finger on your fifth fret, second string, skip your G string, and back onto your fourth string with your middle finger. So I'm going. I'm going to have to start again. D chord, which your D7 is at the right here. The string's open, but I'm going to use it. The string's open. So I'm alternating my bass on these two strings here. I'm going to have to start again. E, and then I went to this E, so I harmonized it or whatever. So I'm going to start again. And here, when I went to the D, every four, what I'm doing is I'm doing a partial diminished. So every 4 frets, that's going to repeat. Okay, so you can take that chord, that diminished chord up the neck. Okay, so I'm going. So what I will do with that song is I will play all those little things and play it all over the neck. I'll go. So you have to have that alternating bass down. So I'm pinching. So I'm playing these bass strings, and I'm playing these same bass strings for the D chord, and when I go to the E, I'm playing these bass strings. Okay? I'm going through the whole song like that. So these are just some interesting little it's a lot easier to play, for me to play, than to break it down. So you have to get that basic finger picking motion down and then use those chords. And know your notes around the chord. So this is a A7, and I use the 6th and the 7th, and whatever this note is here. There's so many notes in there just staying on the A. When I go to the D, you can use all these notes. This would make it a D major, this would make it a D7. Back to A. D, or E. So. And you could start it out by going. You could also, and then I vary it, as I said, I go. And you can fall on this E, use this E7. And all I'm doing there is I'm doing the bass. This one's, you see, with an E7 chord, both these basses work. So here, when I'm doing an E7, I will use these two basses. That's what I will do on that song, Nobody's Dirty Business. He plays it in C, I do believe, if I remember. He plays it a lot quicker, and he sings it. I'm going to put the lyrics down below for that particular song. But I play it in A, and then I use all these little... So you're just cycling through that same thing, but changing your chords up and down the neck. Okay? And then we're going to go to another key. So now we're in the key of E, standard tuning. And normally in the key of E, you know where we used to, but that's not what we're going to be doing. So there's a song by Blind Lemon Jefferson called One Dime Blues. And I always loved that song, but I could never play it. Like, he's got this herky-jerky, interesting timing that I could never get. And so I worked up my own version of his song, One Dime Blues. And it's just straight ahead timing, straight 8. Goes around and around like that, and then another part I do is I go. So I just go around and around and play different chords up and down the neck. But the licks from that song, so I'm doing a straight 8. I'm hammering onto that third, which is right there. at your first fret, third string. And then I'm hitting the sixth in E with my pinky. Then A7. I'm hitting the seventh and then the sixth going down. Then to the B7. Then back to the E. So the B7, I'm just going one fret up with my pinky. Going up the neck, what I'm doing is, because this is in E, this is in E7, and I'm doing these bass notes, when I'm doing the licks, I'm kind of muting them, but I'm staying on the same bass notes, and I'm going. I'm doing a E7 partial at the or E major partial, sorry, at the fourth on the first string, fifth on the second string, and then I'm going a whole step up with my pinky. So I have the same bass line going. I'm going. Then I'm just going up to like a D, or not a D. Yeah. I don't know what that is. So I'm going. Then taking these two fingers, moving this finger one up. This finger is going a whole step up, and hitting here on the first string. Up to, this is in E, 6, E7. So I'm going. Then into my A, but I'm leaving the top string open. So I'm going. This finger too. Then I'm going to this E, this E7 here, like what we learned in the when I was playing in that Mississippi John Hurt song. So I'm just going. Then to my B7 here, A7, and it's taking me back, right back to my E, to the start. And that time I took my B7, hard to get, especially to break down. Back to my E. But you can just go back to your E. stuff, when you're playing it fast and then you have to break it down, it's hard. So anyway, and then you can just end it how you want. Whatever. So anyway, that's the basics of it. And so that was a key of C, key of A, key of E. So that's the way I play those two particular songs. So the bass is, the only way that I know how to play the alternating bass is either a swing eighth or a straight eighth. So swing eighth. Straight eighth. Swing eighth. Or you could do alternate. So straight eighth, so swing eighth. Straight eighth. So I will never be a great finger picker. There are a lot of people that teach this kind of stuff on YouTube. They're awesome. For me, I've always been very sloppy at it and very simple. A lot of the old guys that I listened to, that's what some of them sounded like. Some of them were very sophisticated players. Most of them weren't. So anyway, I hope this video, like, it's not a great lesson, but I hope that I just gave you some ideas that you can play around with. And what I will do oftentimes is I will listen to the old guy's version of the song, and then now that we have YouTube, I can go and listen to other people's cover of that song, their take on it, and then I listen to all of that, and then I put it together. So there's been some songs that I learned off of a record a long time ago, and I had kind of my own version or close to their version, and then since listening to other people's covers of it, I twisted things, and the song is always evolving and changing. And I found that that is what the old guys did. If I listened to Lightning Hopkins' record from the 50s, and he played Shining Moon, and then I listened to something, 20 years later with Shining Moon, the song was completely different or altered in some way. And it's the same thing with Robert Johnson, with a lot of the old blues guys, Sun House songs. They never had a static version of a song, rarely. It would change over time. So anyway, hopefully that helps you out. Thanks for watching.